Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. Back at you. Today we're going to review Marcus Fenix. He's part of the Gears of War, Gears 5 Storm Collectibles. This is only my second Storm Collectibles figure. My first figure was a hot Ryu figure from Street Fighter. I had mixed feelings about that figure, mainly because the articulation seemed to fall off on me at times. But this figure seems to be a lot better and more stable in comparison to that figure. I got him at Gamestop. He was already on sale, but I got him at 25% off for the holidays. So I got him for, honestly, after taxes, about $37. So he's usually twice that amount originally. So let's take a look at his accessories to begin with. So he comes with all these accessories that you can see right here. And, you know, I haven't played this game in a long time. I think I played the original game and maybe the second Gears of War when it first came out. But it comes with the custom Lancer right up here, and it's got that extra stock and some other decals in the front that are a little bit different from the Lancer MK2. He has the Nasher shotgun, the Dominic Santiago Commander knife, and this snub pistol, which is magnetic and actually fits magnetically onto this little side piece on his leg. He also comes with two alternative heads. One head without the bandana, has his scar, and he has his original head from the original Gears of War. So essentially you have like two Gears of War type figures if you want, young and old. He comes with a total of 4 pairs of hands. He's got the 2 fisted hands that he comes with connected to, and then these other hands, which these are kind of either a pointing finger hand or basically your trigger diligence, or, you know, the trigger finger is not on the trigger when he's holding rifle and if he's not shooting. This hand here is the actual trigger squeezing finger, and this is a gripping hand to grip the gun. So let's take a closer look at the figure. Actually, let's look at the box first. He comes in this box and it tells you about all those things that I just mentioned, what he came with. You can freeze that if you want to read about Marcus Fenix. He also, at the insert, had this diorama inside. So if you like, you can kind of pose this in the back of them. You got a nice diorama right there. So that's always nice. Let me put this camera down and we'll take a closer look at this figure. So let's pause this thing, take that out of the way. So head sculpt looks great. Details are awesome on this figure. Articulation is pretty good on this figure as well. It's got a nice soft plastic in this pelvic piece, which allows for greater mobility. Nice soft plastic in the shoulder pads, which again allows for greater mobility in the arms. This is removable as well. The wrist guards helps hide the joint. These leg pieces are also, they also kind of slide around. But you can see the detail and the paint is really nice on this figure. So, in terms of articulation, let's start right here. Now his head is on this weird ball peg, and I actually had troubles getting it off. I removed the whole peg and the whole dumbbell came out, and it was a real bitch for me to put that back in, but I was able to get it in correctly. I watched some other YouTube videos from before. They said to pinch the neck to help prevent that dumbbell joint from slipping out, and then lift it up. I haven't tried it yet, but that's how you should try and do it if you want to swap it with these other character heads. He's able to only look up that much. He doesn't really look up unless you end up taking that dumbbell bar out, and then it leaves it a little bit looser. Then you could look up, but otherwise he doesn't. Looks down that much. He turns his head about that far side to side. Actually, you can go all the way around if you want. He's got a little bit of attitude in terms of you can tilt his head. Let me just reposition the camera here. So I can tilt it that much and spin all the way around. Let me just make sure that this is centered. There we go, that's better. His shoulders can go 360 if you want them to. You just got to be careful of this shoulder pad joint, but he can go and stick his arms all the way up like that and bring it all the way around. He's got a bicep swivel. His elbows are double jointed and can get about that much of a bend. It's kind of ugly in that in a cubital joint right there space, but you know, that allows you to have that greater mobility. So, and his wrists have this kind of, what's this joint right here? So you can see the joint for this allows the wrist to spin and bend. So it's a good joint, allows for a lot of mobility. And it's pretty standard for these Storm Collectibles. This joint is a lot stronger than it was for my Hot Ryu figure. It's got the same articulation in the opposite arm. You can kind of see the joint. Well, right now you can't, but you can pull this up and kind of see the joint up here in the diaphragm joint. But the diaphragm joint allows them to bend this much side to side and spin around and bend forward. So you can bend forward with diaphragm joint and this waist joint all together. Gives them a good ability to bend forward like that. You can bend backward this much. Forgot to mention this belt is a floating piece also, so it can help you cover all those ugly joints. His hip articulation, because of this soft pelvis, allows you to get all the way up there, greater than 90, so that's great. Can't quite do the splits, about that much only. He's got double articulated knee joints, but cannot kick his butt due to the sculpt. So you have a, yep, he's got a boot cut right there, and he's got his ankle joint flexes that much, or extends that much, and flexes this much, and it's all hindered by the articulation. And he's got a toe cut right there, toe joint. His ankle also pivots like this, so you can actually get this guy in a lot of great poses. I find this character be a lot more sturdy than the Hot Ryu character, and I'm really digging these Storm Collectible figures. They're just a lot higher price point than I'm used to and most people would be used to paying for. But at the price point that I got him, this guy is a steal. In fact, you can get his partner, I think Cole, is on sale at Gamestop for about the same price, $37, and that's free shipping at this point in time for anything over $35. So this is a must get if you're a Gears of War fan. I just like the way he looked, and I don't even play Gears of War, and I had to have him at this price point. So I hope this helped you guys in terms of deciding whether you wanted him or not. I don't know if you want me to go through in terms of, you know, putting all the different weapons on and showing you, but you can see I just snapped on his trigger shooting hand right there, no problems. Here we can attach it to this gun right here, where he's got his nice trigger discipline, where his trigger finger is not on the actual trigger when he's not shooting. So it doesn't go and fire off rounds by accident. I am not sure which hand this is supposed to be, this knife is supposed to be on. I saw someone say it's supposed to go on this hand, but that doesn't make any sense to me in terms of putting the thumb here. That's bullshit. I still think that it goes better with the trigger finger or one of these trigger discipline fingers, because it fits nice and tight just like that. And I think that's a better way for it to go. Oh, the other thing is this pistol. I guess it's got either a magnet or magnetic, and it can attach magnetically to this side piece right here. So that's nice. There's no other magnets anywhere else, so the other guns are not going to attach anywhere in his back, which would have been nice if he could have attached a gun in his back here. But this is awesome figure. I'm glad I got him, and like I said, I ordered his partner. But that's it. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching. More videos to come.